How? I don't understand. Today's video is brought to you by Helix Sleep. Check out their Memorial Day exclusive partner offer for 27% off site-wide plus bonuses when you click the link below in the description. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to yet another episode of Way Too After Advent Season. I don't even know if any of those words make sense, but we're like so deep into the After Advent season at this point. This is like, you know how they have the Late Late Show? This is like the After season. But today we're gonna be doing 2 advent calendars, getting through them a little bit here. You know, we're dwindling. It's getting light back there. Today we're gonna be opening up both the beauty and the skincare advent calendars from Target. Now, of course, I bought these many moons ago, so many months ago, in the before times, as I've mentioned. Not a recent purchase here, but these are both $20 advent calendars. Now, we saw what happened with the Ulta and Target like collaboration. It was not good. It wasn't good at all. So I'm hoping these are much better than that, because that wasn't that. No, it was real bad. One of my least favorites of the entire year. The years. So we have the 12 Days of Skincare and the 12 Days of Beauty, both of them $20. Both of them have 12 items in them, and both of them are full of just deluxe size samples. But for a $20 advent calendar that also went on sale, I guess at Black Friday for half off, so like 10 bucks at that point. You know, I'm not expecting grandeur, really. They do have about a $70 value. The 12 Days of Skincare has a $73 value, whereas the 12 Days of Beauty has a $70 value, so $3 less. All right, let's go ahead and start here with the skincare one and get it out of the way. Again, as always, ignore what appears to be like peppermint candy. Well, you know, I was gonna say ignore like the holiday looking peppermint candy, but you can eat peppermint candy all year round. Every grandmother I've ever known has had some like peppermint candies inside of their purse, just jangling around at the bottom. So like peppermint candy is an all year round kind of candy. Let's go ahead and rip open into this little swirly twirly candy here and see what day number 1 has in store for us. Oh, CeraVe. First up here, we have a little bottle of the CeraVe, how do you pronounce it? The CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser for normal to dry skin. It's supposed to cleanse, hydrate, and help restore the protective skin barrier. Just a little. It does say right there on the front of this little 1 ounce bottle, sample not for sale. Very plainly and clearly, but all of these are deluxe size samples. But I do like that this is an actual little bottle. It's not a squeezy tube. It's not a tiny, like one-time use squeezy tube. It doesn't come in an espresso pod, a one-time used espresso pod. It's an actual, like, you know, there's a cap. You can screw it back on and use it more than once. Ooh, okay, day number 2 here. Almost couldn't see it. It's a little thin door. What could it be? Ooh, yerba mate. Well, hey, all right. This is from Good Molecules, the Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel. It's supposed to reduce the signs of puffiness and plump the appearance of fine lines. That sounds nice. Yerba Mate, I've gotten one of those for free from Kroger before. I don't know why they were free, but they were. And I was like, oh, if it's free, I'm gonna get that. Every now and then on Instacart, something will pop up and it'll say $0. And I do whatever it is, it's going in my cart. Hey, this is actually like, this is a nice size. I know it's supposed to be a deluxe size sample, but is this? Or is this a full size thing? The reason I thought everything was a deluxe size sample, I don't have the actual Target listing anymore because, you know, it's May. Some websites told me that everything in here was going to be like deluxe size sample items, but this is a whole half ounce. It's in a nice metal tube. This seems like a good amount of product, especially for an eye care product. Oh, this is a Korean brand. I didn't know that. This metal tube actually feels pretty good. My face is toasty. Yerba mate is a native plant in the Atlantic rainforest of Brazil. Fancy. It's naturally rich in antioxidants and polyphenols that can help slow down the oxidation process, resulting in more radiant, energized skin. That sounds lovely. Ooh, zero deforestation, traceability, pesticide-free farming. Plus, yerba mate is a natural, renewable resource that allows farmers to give back to rural communities. This all sounds wonderful. I hope this is a good eye serum thing. If it's not, though, the metal tube is doing great stuff right now. I'm gonna see if this is a full-size thing. Okay, well, this is actually, I guess, the full-size item. I don't know if they have a larger version or anything, but this is a purchasable item and it's incredibly affordable. Like this is really good and it actually works well. It's $6. That's lovely. All right, day number 3 here. I love when they just basically like draw the outline of the product on the outside of the box and they're like, I bet you'll never guess what this is. It's the shape of a squeezy tube. We just don't know what kind of squeezy tube yet. So there's some mystery there. Okay. Our mysterious squeezy tube is from Curel. This is an ultra healing intensive lotion, not just any of your regular old lotion. Intensive. It says it helps repair extra dry skin 2 times better. 2 times better than what? I don't know if they mentioned that part. Oh, better than the leading advanced lotion. So it has a ceramide complex in it. It's supposed to help restore the natural moisture barrier with daily use. Instant dry skin relief that lasts 24 hours. It's non-greasy, fast absorbing, and it's dermatologist recommended. That's all real good. Oh, it's kind of like a thinner consistency. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. It's almost a little bit like translucent, like you can see some light through it. It looks a little bit watery. I'm doing it. I'm greasing up. I'm buttering up. They said not greasy though. It's supposed to be fast absorbing, so we'll see. It's feeling nice and moisturizing. I do feel slick. Like it doesn't necessarily feel greasy, especially on the back of my hands and stuff. On my actual palms though, you can tell like there's a coating. There's definitely a coating, but it's not super slick or greasy. Oh, okay, day number 4 down here, we got a little raindrop in what appears to be a dropper-esque type shaped door. I might not have been the best move. I hurt my knuckle. Ow, Cetaphil! For a second, I was like, oh, more CeraVe, but this time it's Cetaphil. This is another moisturizing lotion. They're wanting you to be real full of water. This is for normal to dry skin. It instantly soothes and protects skin from dryness for 48 hours. So like our skin's gonna be highly protected, highly moisturized. That's wonderful. Apply daily all over body and face to hydrate skin. I think we're gonna need a bigger bottle. To go for the entire thing, this is a little bit little. We do get 1 full fluid ounce. Oh man, I am slick. Daggone it. This one's kind of liquidy too, not super thick or anything. It not being like super thick and creamy actually is probably a good thing to help it go a larger distance, to really spread it out. Oh, I just noticed the little sticker up here. It says valued over $73. So I wonder how many pennies over 73 we're talking. All right, day number 5 is up next. Oh man, they pulled a Sephora on me. I thought I was getting a tube. It's a packet. Next up here, we have some little hydrocolloid patches from Zitstica. These are undercover patches, so I'm guessing maybe you can wear them under makeup. It's just be invisible and ultra sheer with azelaic acid to help calm skin and reduce redness. And yeah, it does seem like you can wear them under makeup. Well, that's fun. And you get 10 of them. You get 12 of them. They're 10 millimeters each. 12 10 millimeter patches. Okay. Oh, 6 is tiny. It's real itty bitty. What could this possibly be? Oh. Oh my goodness. CeraVe. Okie dokie. This time it is a healing ointment. It's supposed to be non-greasy, and of course it's also a free sample. At least with CeraVe, it seems like they're very upfront about that. They're not trying to hide it. They slap it right on the front. Sample not for sale. A lot of samples I do have to kind of search, like I'm looking at the fine print, flipping everything over, reading like the little itty bitty tiny bottom print, and that's usually where you'll find like the sample not for sales, that kind of stuff. But CeraVe's like, I'll tell you straight up. I'm gonna assume it's maybe like just an Aquaphor. It has that same kind of, you know, clear ointmenty look to it. Aquaphor or like a Vaseline. But I do really like using Aquaphor and stuff like that on my lips. So this would be a nice little guy to throw into my purse so I can have some nice moisturization. Yet another item to add to our moisturization pile over here. All right, day number 7, a very square corner door. What could this be? Oh, a box. Oh, hey. Oh, okay. Well, that's a nice, it's a larger size box than I was anticipating. I thought it was gonna be like, you know, one of those like either like cardboard sheaths that holds a tiny sample on the inside or just a very thin box. But we actually have a decent size product here from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm with hyaluronic acid, ceramides, and peptides with spatula included somewhere. Spatula. Just a very standard looking like firm cleansing balm that like melts with your, you know, the warmth of your skin. Now it is a larger size item, but it is from e.l.f. so I'm assuming it's not like crazy expensive or anything. I remember back in the day when e.l.f. wasn't everything $1. Everything was like $1, and then it was like everything was $1 and $3, and now they're just doing whatever they feel like. They're just like whatever price they that comes to their mind. But they have definitely expanded their range of items since everything was $1 back in the day. Oh wow, okay, this is an $11 item. Not too shabby. I mean, this is now like, you know, 1/7 of the value of this box, but it's nice to have a full-size item and an advent calendar that I went into expecting like just deluxe size samples. That's a nice surprise. So the 2-ounce version is $11. Then they have a 3.5-ounce version that is $19. And yeah, it has really good reviews and stuff. 13,000 reviews of just this product? Dang on, that seems like too many. How'd you get 13,000 people to review one product? Anywho, lovely. Moving along here to date number 8 at the very top. Oh, I feel like I may have been led astray by the sites I was looking at that was telling me about this advent calendar and also the AI overview on Google. And I usually am led astray by the AI overview on Google. Can we not do that? Just like, I need like a button. I don't want to type in like, no, please no AI or anything when I'm Googling stuff. Because I Google all day, like every day. Just please, is there like an on-off button? Anywho, with that being said, this also looks potentially like a decent sized product. We have from Bioma a Hydrate and Balance something. Oh, moisturizing gel cream. Should have known. They're very concerned about our skin barrier in this box here. This one has a triceramide complex, so 3 of them. Niacinamide and green tea for a boosted skin barrier. It is 1/2 ounce. It's supposed to be deeply hydrating, lightweight, and oil-free. It's a cute little squeezy tube. I mean, all right, this one might not be a full-size item or at least a purchasable size item. It does seem on the small side now that I'm looking at it. I want to go hunting here and see if I can find if it says it's a sample size. It actually doesn't say on the box anywhere if it's a sample, so let's go see if we can buy like 1/2 ounce of this moisturizer. The full-size bottle is 1.69 fluid ounces. It is $14.99, and then they have a 0.68 fluid ounces bottle, which this one is just 1/2 ounce, so it's a little bit smaller than that one, and that is $9.99. So this is like $7-ish worth of moisturizer or something. All right, day number 9, seeing another squeezy tube-esque shaped door. It's kind of big, so that's exciting. Ooh. Alright, at first I thought it was going to be some type of smelly good hand lotion, another moisturizing item, perhaps with ceramides in it, but it's actually something different. This is from Pacifica. It is the Glow Baby Brightening Face Wash. Interesting. Even out, exfoliate, and cleanse with AHA vanilla. Oh, it does say vanilla. I thought I was reading vitamin like really wrong, but it does have also vitamin C. Vitamin C and vanilla. I feel like usually things listed on the front like that are like the active ingredients for you doing something to your skin. I don't know if vanilla does anything to your skin. Not used directly in the eye. Sometimes I wonder, like, I'm like, do you really have to put that on your bottle? Do you really have to say explicitly, don't wash your actual physical eyeballs with it? But usually, if there's a rule written for something or a guideline or a law put into place, it's because people have done it. There's a reason. This looked incredibly yellow when I took off the little safety seal. It is quite yellow. Oh, that was a good bubble. I wonder what the vanilla is supposed to be for. It's one of the like very last ingredients in here, so it's not like a huge component of the product. It also doesn't smell super vanilla-y, so that's interesting that they put it right there on the front with like the most important active ingredients. So this also is not a full size, but again, it's a nice size. That's a decent size. The full size is 5 ounces for $12. This is 1.4 fluid ounces. So definitely quite a bit smaller than the full size item. And the full size isn't like super expensive to begin with. So a couple bucks worth of product here, but at least you can use multiple times. It's not a foil packet. It's not, you know, a one-time peel off little pod. You can use it multiple times. So that's good. All right, day number 11 in the bottom corner, almost through this calendar. Oh dang, look at that. That's like another box, like a good box. Ooh, Olay. It's been a long time since I've tried anything from Olay. This is an Olay Super Serum, and it does say right there on the front mini, so it seems like this is a purchasable item in size. That's good. Power of 5 serum benefits in 1. Better skin texture, more even looking tone, firmer feeling, smoother visible lines, and long-lasting hydration. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, that's adorable. I really like that. I think that's a really cute like little squeezy bottle. It's just plastic. There's a little pumpy top on the top. This comes with 0.4 fluid ounces. It has niacinamide, vitamin C, collagen peptides, vitamin E, and AHAs in it. All right. Oh, Nice. Okay, well this little guy here is actually more expensive than I thought it was gonna be. It is $19.99 for the mini size. So this is 20 bucks of our $73 value, and that's the entire cost of the calendar. Yeah, lovely. I was saying with like the Ulta and Target one, if they just had like an item in it that was almost basically the cost of the calendar and the rest of the free samples were free samples, that would have been fine. Still not my favorite, but better. So that way you feel like you're at least getting your money's back, right? From a real purchasable, actual retail value item. And that's what we have here. 20 bucks for this thing to buy it right now in stores. And that's how much you paid for the entire advent calendar. So that's like kind of good. Jumping in here really quick before we move on, I'd love to tell you all about today's sponsor, Helix Sleep. When I switched to Helix years ago, I was so shocked about how much more comfortable it was than my old mattress. And it's so extra comfy because Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses and bedding that are conveniently shipped right to your door. The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses, and they just launched a collection of mattress toppers as well. So Helix really offers a personalized sleep solution for everybody. Helix recently sent me their premium mattress foam memory topper. Premium memory foam mattress topper, which is a great option for sleepers looking for added pressure relief at their hips and shoulders and those wanting to make their current mattress more comfortable. A recent sleep study has shown that 82% of participants saw an increase in their deep sleep cycle after switching to Helix. I know that for me personally, after I switched over to my Helix mattress, like going on 4 years ago now, I definitely slept more soundly, more comfortably, and I woke up less stiff and sore. Helix of course knows that everybody is different, so to ensure you get the best mattress for you, they made a sleep quiz to match your body type with your sleep preferences. I personally am a side sleeper who likes a super soft cloud-like mattress. So the sleep quiz matched me with the Helix Sunset Luxe, and I think it is the perfect choice. And the best part about all of this is that Helix will deliver your mattress to your door for free within the US. It comes all nicely wrapped up in a box. It's super easy to set up. They also offer a 100-night sleep trial, so you get to test out your mattress. So if you're looking for a cozy night's sleep and you're in the market to upgrade your mattress, it is a great time to upgrade with Helix. Right now, the Memorial Day exclusive partner offer is 27% off site-wide, plus a free bedding bundle with any Luxe or Elite mattress order. So click the link below or head to helixsleep.com/Alexandria to check out this exclusive offer. All right, and that brings us to the final day of the advent calendar, which I'm surprised they didn't put the $20 item as the final day, because I'm hoping whatever's in here is like even more better. I feel like it's probably not going to be though. Oh, are these more Richard Simmons sweat wristbands? Did I miss day number 10? Did I just fully skip over that? I did. Oh, hold on real fast. Just forget what you've seen. You haven't seen anything. Day number 10. We have an item from number 7. Okay, this is a hydroluminous hydrating gel. The hydration, I mean, we're just gonna be so full of water. I don't know if we can just handle it. It hydrates and protects and refreshes for visibly healthier looking skin. Now this is a sample. Like this is kind of honestly what I was anticipating seeing through the entire advent calendar. I'm kind of happy that I went into this advent calendar being misled a little bit by random articles and the AI overview Google. Oh, because this is what I was anticipating through the whole thing pretty much, but I've been pleasantly surprised that it's not that. We only have 5 milliliters or 1.6 fluid ounces, which is in quite stark contrast to some of the other squeezy tubes we've received. We're now moving on to day 12 for the first time. Oh, what could it be? Day number 12. Wow. All right, so now that we have all of our hydration things, we're gonna be so full of water, we are gonna have to sweat it out. So at some point. And that's where the Richard Simmons sweat wristlets come in. Cute! A very nice pale blue color. These are actually for washing your face and that kind of stuff so you don't get those disgusting little like drips of water going down your arms as you're trying to wash your face off. Especially if you are wearing like a gaping sleeve and dribbles go down into your sleeve. Nightmare fuel, I'm telling you. So like they do serve a purpose. We have been receiving a lot of them recently. They're kind of fun. I don't know. They're a nice color. I like the pale blue. You could also wear them as like a really thick scrunchie if you wanted them to. But these are fine, and I think the reason I think they're fine is because the rest of the calendar was better than I anticipated. It really was. This one defied expectations. I think 20 bucks for this is incredibly reasonable, especially Black Friday, 50% off, 10 bucks. So I hate to have to say it now, but Target actually did well with this one. All right, you guys, that was the skincare advent calendar. I thought it was pretty good. I hope I'm not gonna be disappointed by like the beauty one now. Let me open up the skincare one, the one I was like, ugh, let's get it out of the way, expecting just to see a myriad of tiny squeezy tubes, and then, you know, leave like the good one for last. So I'm hoping this one is actually good and not disappointing. Tater just really quickly wanted to show you guys his ducky PJs. But hello everybody, welcome to a different day. Same advent calendar, just a different day. There's something about like as I'm filming, if I'm filming before like dinner time, so like I stop filming to go make dinner, I never return. Like that's it, yeah. But we're back today to do the skincare advent calendar. No, we just did that one. The makeup version of the Target advent calendar. Day number 1. What? Checkers! Ah! Well, we're not off to a great start now are we now? A fantastic start now are we, Target. With the beauty advent calendar here. The first little thing I'm looking at first I was like, oh, this is a highlighter. From like a distance, look at that. It looked like it could be a very light white highlighter, but no! Festive nail stickers. An even tinier sheet of nail stickers than we got in the before advent calendar. You get like 2 square inches worth of nail stickers. Why do these seem large? I feel like I have decently like wide fingernails, which I don't personally love. I even tried to like make them appear smaller, but the nail bed itself is quite large. And these suckers here, I mean, yeah, they'll fit my fingernail, but these are these are fairly large nail stickers. I mean, yeah, it does fit on my nail, but if you have like a really dainty, small little nail bed, they might be a bit large, and a lot of them are honestly really large. Especially these little borders here, you definitely have to get some tiny scissors or something and cut those up into pieces for them to fit well. Like, I know this is only a $20 advent calendar, which is a very reasonably priced advent calendar. It truly is. I'm glad there are accessibly priced advent calendars out there, but you could have given us more than 2 square inches of sticker. And number 2 is in the corner over here. Oh, okay, so next up from e.l.f. we have the Power Grip Primer, which I do actually personally like this primer. I don't wear a ton of primers, but this one's really good, and I think they have like a pink version of this that's somehow different, but I can't remember in what way at the current moment. This is only 0.5 fluid ounces. I really don't think it's the full size, but it's supposed to be able to grip makeup and lock in hydration with a dewy textured hyaluronic acid infused clear gel primer that won't clog pores. And from my experience, I think it's a pretty nice primer. Moving along to day number 3 here, a little bit of a longer door, maybe some type of mascara or lip product. Oh, okay. Ow! Whoa! I actually draw blood. That's a very pointy piece of cardboard. That little edge right there got me good. The next thing we have is from NYX. This is the Marshmallow Setting Spray. This is a matte finish setting spray, which I am not a huge fan of matte finished things. I want my face to look like there's moisture in it, and for some reason it just never does. It's supposed to have a nice sweet scent to it. I'm assuming maybe marshmallows, like vaguely vanilla. There's a little bit of a sweet scent, nothing crazy. Let's give it a spray test. Seems fine. That seems good. Oh, it's more vanilla-y once you spray it. There is a lot more sweetness coming through. This is supposed to give you up to 16 hours worth of wear over makeup, and it is 0.6 fluid ounces. So a little over half of an ounce, but yeah, we'll spray and spray and spray. What is wrong with me? Now, I didn't anticipate the beauty advent calendar like only having makeup in it because it was advertised as beauty and not necessarily just makeup. But so far we haven't seen like a true makeup product. We are only 1/4 of the way through though, so let's see what's next. Day number 4 is a little pair of lips, so that could be promising. Or maybe the lips have nothing to do with anything and they're just there because this is it's a beauty blender egg. Well, but not actually from a beauty blender. This is from Sonia Kashuk, and this looks incredibly familiar. I know I've used this little black and white marbly sponge on my face at some point. I'm honestly not super picky at all about beauty blenders. Like, I mean, obviously, like this Real Technique sponge, it has seen better, brighter, much oranger days than right now, but I still use it every day for everything. The tip's so brown because I applied my eyeshadow with it. You know, as you do. So yeah, this is, I'm sure, a lovely beauty sponge, and it can replace that little gross thing that was over there next to me. Not you, Tatos. You're very cute and only sometimes gross. Ooh, okay. Day number 5 is about the size and shape of my finger, so this should be an interesting day. Ooh, another item from NYX. Oh, and we have a butter gloss here in the shade Creme Brulee. One of their very popular items. It's like all of their lip products. I think NYX, do they still come out with the advent calendar that's just these little guys, like 24 of them or something? It is a creamy lip gloss and kind of a prettyish pink shade. I'll give it a try. Why not? I don't know if this is the full size or not. This is 0.15 fluid ounces. Well, okay. I should have known. Like, looking at it and the fact that they said it was like a creamy lip gloss, this is precisely the milky lip I'm talking about. This is like strawberry milky lips. Let me get up in here. I'll apply a good thick layer. Okay, on camera, it doesn't look that bad, but in real life, it's just so creamy looking. And I feel like it washes, oh my gosh, yeah, oh no. I feel like it washes me out really bad. Because there is so much of like a white base to it, this kind of pretty pink color gives way to just like a really light creamy baby pink, and I'm just not my favorite. Day number 6 looking very nice and shiny. Did I drop something? Did something escape prematurely? What is that? What is that? Where did this escape from? I don't know if this came out of this advent calendar or not, to be fully honest, but I just found this little sample on the floor. It's a Bioderma sample, and instead of them actually giving like a little bottle of Bioderma, they printed a fake bottle onto this little one-time use pop open plastic package. Oops, that I've just opened. I really don't know if it came out of this advent calendar or not. I thought I might have felt something drop onto my lap, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to see if we have any empty days. But the next thing that is actually from the advent calendar is just a little pack of makeup removing wipes. These are ultra soft cleansing towelettes. They're 7 plant-based compostable towelettes that remove 99% of makeup, even waterproof mascara, and that's really nice. You like I said, 7 of them, a whole week's supply. That's okay. And that's probably all. Yeah, that's about all I can say about that one. Plant-based. Does that mean cotton? Again, only $20. The box was only $20. But so far, honestly, which I really did not anticipate at all whatsoever, I think I might be liking the skincare one better. But let's move on here to day number 7. Ah! Oh! The Bioderma is from the calendar! Day number 7 is empty, so that can only lead me to conclude that this strange little tiny sample is from this advent calendar. Now, when they say deluxe size samples, okay, this says on the back right here, free sample, not for sale. Not even sample, not for sale. Free. How could you how? I just don't, I don't understand. Now, if it's like a situation, which we've had before, where advent calendars will only count the value of like the purchasable items, the retail value items, and then also have free samples throughout the advent calendar, that's fine. Perfect. That's exactly, if you're gonna include a free sample and you just want them to be able to bulk up your advent calendar, add more days, whatever, that's fine. But you just can't count a free sample within the value of the advent calendar. Now, maybe they haven't, because we haven't gotten through everything just yet, but I can't imagine from what we pulled out so far that we're looking at much value just yet. So I'm gonna assume they're probably calculating the value of the free samples as well, and though they don't have any value, that's only an assumption. So let's see what day number 8 has for us right over here. Okay, see now, these types of items in an advent calendar, especially with the sample not for sale right smack dab on the front. First of all, I wouldn't count this as like a beauty item. I know it's supposed to be, I guess I could show you guys what it is. They're eye drops. I know it's supposed to like, I guess, reduce the redness and stuff in your eyeballs, and perhaps having pearly white eyeballs makes you more beautiful. I don't know about that, but I would not count this at all as a beauty product. And what's also a little bit frustrating to me is like, this is very obviously product placement. Like this sample placed inside a Target advent calendar with a coupon, save $2 on an actual full-size Lumify eye drop. Like, this is very much so product placement. You are paying Target to be advertised to, and I'm sure Lumify has probably paid Target for placement within their advent calendar. So that's a little bit frustrating. Not only are you paying, in this case, for a free sample that is not for sale, but you are paying to be advertised to. And I don't know if I love that. Why is this one falling apart more than the skincare one too? Let's move on here to day number 9. Okay, all right, this seems like a product, a real actual product. I'm very happy to see what appears to be a full-size product, but we have another setting spray, which we've already seen in this advent calendar. And on top of that, it is a blue light setting spray. This is the Stay All Night Blue Light Micro Setting Mist, long lasting wear. It says lock down your look with this lightweight makeup setting spray that absorbs blue light. Absorbs it, just sucks it right up. It is infused with skin loving aloe and elderflower extract. It helps keep makeup looking fresh all night with a matte shine free finish. So not only do we have 2 setting sprays in here, we also have 2 matte setting sprays, one with extra gimmick involved. Hi guys. Okay, well you might not know this, but I've been away yet again. This was a really rough video to get through. It's still the same day. It's just many hours after the last time you've seen me. And there's some reasons for that. For instance, I thought my bangs needed a little bit of a trim. They were kind of far down here. And I went and cut them very short. Like all of a sudden, I have like chunks that are practically like actual bang length. Those weren't there before. And then while I was butchering my hair in the bathroom, you know, I figured we could just top it off by dropping my phone right onto the floor and busting the screen. That's good. And the main reason I was gone for quite some time in between these clips has to do with Rin and his eyes. I did originally go into great detail about it in this video, but the video is already getting long enough, so I cut that part out. I'll include it in a update video later on, but sorry if I'm a little bit just sad and quite disheveled in these last clips here, but here's the rest of the video. Okie dokie, that brings us to day number 11 here. Kind of a small little door. I'm hoping it's very lipstick shaped. Maybe it's a lipstick. It would be real nice to see like a couple more makeup products inside of the Beauty Advent Calendar. Right now we have this NYX gloss and that's about it. So hopefully day number 11, something good. We have a makeup applying, a makeup sponge thingy-mer-bob here from Sonia Kashuk. We don't need another one. I know this one's different. You can use this one for powder, that kind of thing. I have seen a lot of people recently using these little like fuzzy, soft pizza slices to gently pat on under eye powder and stuff. I don't know, there's something about it that looks kind of elegant. Just feel like this, maybe we didn't need this one. Perhaps this could have been something else, perhaps like a makeup product. I know it's a beauty advent calendar, which is very generalized, but like when you have a skincare advent calendar and you have a beauty advent calendar, I'm assuming that the beauty one's got some makeup in it. We have some makeup tools in here, we have some makeup prep, and then one very pale pink lip gloss, which is like not necessarily what I was picturing going into this. We still have 2 days left, so there could be something good. These days both look like kind of large doors, so that's exciting. Did I skip 10 again? Am I okay? I don't know if I am, to be so honest with you guys. Oh, they're gonna make me work for it tiny piece by tiny piece. What is that? Again? Like, okay, you had a skincare advent calendar. Why? Oh no, hold on. Why are the skincare things not in the skincare? I know beauty is very general and it can encompass like all elements of beauty, but when you have a specifically skincare advent calendar sold next to this one, I just wouldn't expect to see that much skincare inside of this advent calendar. I don't know. I personally wouldn't expect to see a ton of skincare in this one since you have a dedicated skincare advent calendar. But the next thing we have here is an Olay Cleansing Melts Water Activated Facial Cleanser. So they're like little just tiny squares, and when you get water on them, they activate and they turn into a cleanser, which I mean would be really nice for traveling or just ease of use and stuff. You do get 32 of them, so I mean that's really good. Just perhaps not a super exciting item, and we are just leaning again very heavily into skincare and less into other elements of beauty. So I don't know. Finally moving on to day number 12 here. We've made it. I don't know if I've ever filmed one video for 24 hours before or 48 hours. This has been 2 days, but that's okay. As long as we're getting through the advent calendars, that's all that matters. So let's just go ahead and rip off this whole section here. Day number 12. Whitening strips. Yeah, okay, like having white teeth, that's all fine and dandy. But whitening strips on the final day of the advent calendar, the beauty advent calendar that came with one pale pink lip gloss, nothing else, no other makeup items whatsoever, not a powder, not like a little essence highlighter or something. Those things are $2. Anywho, these are from Lumineux. Oh, speaking of Lumen, I've been watching Severance. That's a different rant for another day, but it's a very good show. I have no idea what's going on right now. I'm in season 2. not a clue. But these are supposed to be non-toxic, whitens without sensitivity. That's really good because I already have like fairly sensitive teeth. They're enamel safe, they're peroxide free. At the bottom though, it does say associated with peroxide. What do you mean by that? Oh wow. I'm glad they gave the pronunciation on the back there because I absolutely butchered that. It's pronounced Lumino. Luminous. You do get 4 treatments in here. At least it's not just one. We just have 4 little treatments here of the whitening strips. I'll give these a go. I'll give these a try. I could always use a whiter smile. I do really like that they're not supposed to cause sensitivity because some of the other strips that I've tried in the past, like those little trays with the gel, first of all, icky. But second of all, they do kind of make my teeth a little bit sensitive. Dime. Like if you get a lot of these, it's actually quite expensive. A 14 pack is $31.49 at Target. It's a very interesting price. So we get 4 in here. So, you know, that's definitely a few dollars. 8-ish bucks worth of whitening strips. That's something. At least they gave us enough to do like multiple treatments. Maybe you need like a couple rounds of treatments to get your teeth really, really white. And it's not just like one little pack of teeth whitening strips. So that's something. Again, perhaps not super exciting, but it's something. All right, you guys. I'm so sorry. The end of this video, I'm sure, is an absolute mess. Actually, the whole video is actually an absolute mess. We'll just lay it out like it is. The whole video is a mess. Let me know what you guys thought about both these advent calendars. I'm very surprised by how much I thought the skincare one was actually kind of like, okay. Like this was much more than I was anticipating. Going into that advent calendar, I thought, all right, I can't wait to open 12 tiny squeezy tube bottles. This one, unfortunately, I was just a little bit more disappointed with. I'll go ahead and show you guys an overview here of everything that came in both the advent calendars.
Okay, so here's everything all laid out. Honestly, looking at the piles together, they do look pretty comparable. I don't know why I had it in my head that this one like was just a lot better than this over here. I think honestly my expectations were so low for this side that it made this one seem better, but they are fairly comparable as far as like the amount of products that you're given. So here we have the beauty side. I think what let me down with this one so much was just the lack of like actual makeup stuff. I mean, we did have our very authentic official NYX lip gloss in this one, but it would have been nice to see like a powder or something to go with one of the little sponges here, or just something to make it a little less skincare heavy. Over here, I just think we got some nice size skincare products. I really like that we got a $20 product that like covered the entire cost of the whole box. But overall, for 20 bucks, like this definitely isn't bad at all, especially if you get it on a sale. So I think these are both pretty decent. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Leave all of your thoughts below in the comments.
But we do have to keep in mind that both these advent calendars were only $20. For such an inexpensive calendar, they definitely aren't terrible, especially if you could have gotten them Black Friday 50% off. That's definitely a good deal then. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking it out with me. And I hope you all have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time.